Okay, hi guys, Richard Jackson here again. Let me just go over some of the basic setups of the MT4 charts, and I will also discuss a few other things that are important to start with. Okay, so all of you should have, or you should have been able to download the MetaTrader platform onto your computer. Make sure that you can get the MetaTrader app under the App Store, and that is under Meta Quotes. Okay, so go to Meta Quotes on the App Store and download it, and then you'll be able to put it on your phone and on your tablet. Okay, but mainly the one that you want to be using is the one that's on your charts. So you will probably firstly see. Let's do an Aussie chart. You'll see something along these lines. Let me get one without any orders on it, because I've got plenty of orders all over the place. Okay. Now, let me get rid of all of this stuff. So, you may get it, looking like with all the windows here. Just double click on the top and then you'll be able to get rid of the windows. We don't use our grids, so Control G to get rid of the grid. Okay, and we've got here, this button here will auto scroll to today, or the last tick, which is over here. If the red one will actually just pull it back a little bit. Okay, so and then you can shift the chart forward or backward using this line in here. Okay, obviously zoom, you've got the zoom there. Whenever you place scripts or EAs or whatever, you need auto trading selected. To place indicators, we've got indicators, all of the indicators in here. You can also place your indicators using over here. There's all the indicators in there as well. Okay. Now there's a bunch of scripts that I've got on the members area, which you might want to download. To place them into your MetaTrader, we go File, Open Data Folder, MQL4, and then place them into this scripts folder. Okay, if there's a indicator, we place it into the indicator folder. If there is an expert advisor, you place it into the expert advisor folder. Now, MetaTrader requires you to restart MetaTrader itself for them to appear in this list over on the left. Now, let's place a moving average. Let's say here's our 50 period moving average. We can change the color, we can change the thickness of it, and we can also place levels into it, which we don't really want to do with moving averages, but we can put it in there like that. Let's have a look at our momentum indicator. Let's go put in momentum, and we've got our parameters here. I usually set my momentum to 8. Okay. I'm not going to describe what it does, but then we can add in the levels in over here as we need be. Okay, and then we can see the momentum, and then we can see the dashed lines, which are the levels in there. We can also move this up and down so that it doesn't take up too much space. Let's also look at how we've set up the Fibonacci. Firstly, our Fibonacci, I've got it already set up. Yours will probably be a pretty disgusting yellow color. Okay, so if you just double click on the line, you can see those little squares pop up. That means you can shift it around. If that'll now be locked, okay, to the screen. There's no little squares. If we right click on the top of it, go to Fibo Properties, then we can add in our different levels. So let's put in the 382, 0.382. Whoops. We go 0.382. And we can put in 38.2. Okay, and then you can see the new level coming in there. Okay, if I want to get rid of the level, I simply highlight it and delete it. You can change the color of each of the levels as well, so that you can, whatever you like, so you can see them well or not well. We've got default of all of the candles, or bars in this case. bars being green, and the black background if you prefer it another way. I prefer having a black background because it's easier on the eyes. But if you're wanting to change the colors, you can certainly change the colors by right-clicking the chart and then going to some set schemes here, or you can preset it yourself over on the right. Okay, so here's black on white, which is obviously pretty bright if you're going to be staring at that all day. So I prefer the green on black. Okay. Next, what we want to do is, there's the indicator window. Here's our market watch window. Market watch simply meaning all of the currency pairs. If you right click on any of these, we've got here hide all, show all. Okay. What this means is if we want to hide a particular currency or a symbol, we can hide it, or we can hide all symbols that are not currently open in a window. Okay, so you can see there we've closed them all. Okay. The next thing we can do is if we want to show all, we can show them all. Okay. Also, a nice one to have is spread. Okay, we've got spread in here, and that's highlighted by a column with an exclamation mark, and the spread is obviously written on the side. Now, let's talk about the Euro USD, the top one over here. That simply means that number 3 or the number 2, now number 1, is not 1 pip, it's 1/10 of a pip. Okay, so let's, in the notes, I've got in there very clearly how to read these bid-ask spreads, okay? And make sure you go through the notes and understand how many decimal places we go to in our bid-ask pricing. Okay, another one that you might want to do, right-click, go to Properties, which I forgot to mention before, go to Common, and we can show our ask line. Okay, show ask line over there, and that will give us a look at the spread, and you will really only be able to see that on very small time frames. But you might, during news announcements, you'll see that this it widens quite a bit because of a lot of volume going through the market. Okay, down the bottom we have our trades. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of trades that are currently being traded at the moment. And these, if we can see each of the trades on the side here, we can close any of the trades with that little X. We can see the open trades. We can also see pending orders. On account history, we can see all of our history, and we can sort by any one of these columns. If we want to add a column, like what I can see here, there's no commission column. All right, we can right click, we can go to commission, and that will add in the commission column. Okay. If we right click again, and then we can go show all history last 3 months, whatever's happened this month so far, and also we can do custom periods. So let's just go to last month, and then we go to save report, and then we can save that statement if we wish to save the statement, and I'll let you guys do that for yourself so you can see what the statement looks like. Okay, so let's talk about how to place an order. Let me just change a few things. Okay. Now what we can do is we can right click and we can place a buy limit under price. Okay. If we want to do a sell limit, we can right click above price and put a sell limit. Okay. If we want to put a sell stop under price, we can just go right click again at that point, and we can put a sell stop. If we want to put a buy stop, we can go to buy stop. Okay, so there's how you easily place buy stops and sell stops. Let me just delete these. Okay, so let's say that we want to place an order at market. We just simply go to the new order button over here. We place our volume in there. If you want to place a stop and profit target, you can. I don't typically do that. I just want to buy or sell. So let's say that we're going to sell here now on sterling yen at 0.25 or 25,000 on the market. Now what I want to do is I want to place a stop loss. And typically we place our stop loss based on price action. What we can do is we can drag to modify. Okay, so that will automatically place my stop loss. Over on the left hand side of the chart you can see what my profit or loss will be in dollars, and also how many pips away that price is at that point in time. So I can do that, and then I can place my profit target, let's say down there. Okay, if I go and hover over the top of it, then I will be able to see what my profit is. And how many pips it is, okay, if it gets reached. I've got some symbols in here as well, is that if you want to drag and drop, and make sure that we've got our auto trading selected. If we drag and drop, it will place a stop loss for all orders that are on that chart. Okay, so if we've got multiple, let's say that we've got multiple entries, then it will change it for all, change the stop loss for all of those entries, and will also change the profit target if you use CMTP mouse. Okay, profit on drop, if you drop that, that will tell you how much I will win if we, at that point in time, or how much I will lose. Okay, just backspace to get rid of them. Also, if you're in a bit of a pickle and you're having a panic attack, then this script here, close all, will close all orders and all time frames and all symbols. Okay, which I'm not going to drop on there now because I've got active trades. Okay, so let me just double check that I've covered off everything. Okay, so read all the notes regarding what order types mean what. You need to know how to place this stop orders and also limit orders. Trailing stops, I guess the trailing stops are in the notes as well. Partial closes and scaling in and out. Typically when I scale in, I will scale in and wait for price to move, and then I will either put a buy. Sorry, let me get rid of that. Place a sell stop. Let's say that I'm looking for price to continue in the downward direction, right? I'm currently in a market order at the moment, and now I'm looking to scale in on a second order as we keep moving down. Now, if I place my TP mouse here, that will place a top profit target for both of these orders. Okay, alright, and you can see that that is set right there, and there's the same one with the live trade. Okay, now let's say that I want to make a partial close, which in the Lepus proprietary trading I don't allow partial closes, but I will show you how to do a partial close. Let me repeat that. As part of the assessments, there is no partial closes. Okay, if you do want to do a partial close, place more than one order to then exit the market on the individual orders instead of partially closing. Okay, so let's go to this order that's currently in the market on the sterling yen, 0.25. If I double click on that, it comes up with the order window. Let's say that I want to close 10,000 out of the 25,000 that's currently on the market. So I just put 10,000 in there, and then I'll close it. Okay, so what is left now is 15,000 on the market. That's how you partially close. Okay, let's have a look and see what else I need to talk about. Scaling in, scaling out, partial closes, trailing stops, adding indicators, placing orders, yes, and templates and colors. I've covered everything off on that one. Okay guys, I'll leave that one there. Please go on to the next video. Thank you.